Warning: this series may contain discussions about the accountancy profession, jargon of a financial nature, and some really engaging content. Episode 3. What's next for Cornish Accounting Solutions, and how does GI fit in with that vision for the future? In our third and final episode with Paul Miller from Cornish Accounting Solutions, Paul discusses what's next for their business and how GI fits in with that vision. Paul also touches on being an accountant during the COVID-19 pandemic and how they've helped their clients through this difficult time.
I guess that's, where we've been so far. Looking forward into the future, Paul, what's next for Cornish Accounting Solutions? And I guess how does outsourcing and in particular GI fit with that?
So what we love about GI and what GI is really good at and it does for us is the compliance year-end work. Because what we found is that invariably there is a process, there is a formula that we need to follow to actually achieve that result in an efficient way. And our friends at GI in India are really good at technology, are really good at actually understanding, producing spreadsheets, producing analysis work. And I think in life you need to focus on what people are good at and get on with it. Whereas for me, I want to be in front of people, talking to them about their business, what the potential problems are, offering solutions and actually guiding them forward. And I think if I look back at my career, one of the common strands is my clients. I mean, I started in practice in '94, having come out of a partnership with 70 clients. Here we are in 2021. I've still got half of those clients left. And for me, that was my epitaph, that was my eulogy. I'd be happy with that, because I think for me, it's all about building relationships. It's all about building understanding, communication, trust that comes from dealing with people in an honest way. And I think too many businesses, too many things in life, we're looking at too much of a short-term decision. Whereas for me, I'm in for the long game. So what my goal is before I retire, and I potentially think I've got another 5 to 10 years, I'd like to double our fee income. And I'd like to double our fee income by actually offering more to existing clients and actually doubling the number of clients. And the way that we can do that is by looking at who's best to do certain tasks in the business. And as I said earlier, GI are very good at the compliance work for us. They do it in a timely, and efficient and accurate manner for us, which is very cost effective. And I would see that continuing.
Fantastic. That's great. And I guess that's a great goal to move forward to. I look forward to discussing that with you in more detail to say, how we're progressing over our next several years of partnership, really, Paul. That sounds great.
Can I just make one final comment, James?
You absolutely can.
I think with the whole turmoil that last year caused for all of us, I think that is the best time. There's no better time to be an accountant. For me, our clients needed us more than ever. We needed to be there to hold their hands, to help them through. And having been around for a while, this is probably my third recession, you actually understand that things go on. It isn't the end of the world as we know it, that we will all see this through, but we need to build around us as a business the people whose opinion that we can trust, who are happy to help us to manage that. I mean, it's the famous Charles Darwin quote, isn't it? It's not the strongest or the most intelligent of the species that survive. It's the most adaptable to change. And I think what COVID has taught us, we all need to adapt to that change, to the new way of working, to this new brave world. And I think for me, COVID and the pandemic, I was almost meant to be an accountant for it. You know what I mean? It's almost as though the past almost 40 years, I've just been practicing to get to the stage to actually help people, to talk to people, to understand, to support, to encourage, to be a sounding board, and to reassure people that life will go on. This isn't the end of the world as we know it. We're just going into a brave new chapter.
That's an incredible outlook, I've got to say, and thank you. Absolutely. I couldn't share your sentiments more.
Thinking of outsourcing? Want to know more? Get in contact with us via our website or email us directly at solutions@gioutsourcing.com. More episodes coming soon, so stay tuned.